Team Legacy, playing some Need for Speed, man, and giving y'all my thoughts on the new update, the Hot Rod slash manual transmission update. Now, it's taken me a little bit of time to get used to the manual transmission, but I'm starting to get used to it, and I'm gonna try to get the Hot Rod customization, some drifting, and drag racing all in one video. So yeah, man, let's get underway, man. So the manual transmission, man, it kind of feels awkward the way I had to set my controller up, and just trying to get a little bit used to it here, but definitely a lot better for drifting, I will say that, because you can have your car in that gear that you want it in when you're sliding around corners, being able to control your car a lot better through the corners while drifting, which is good, man. That's always good, you know, because I mean, who doesn't, you know, like going around a corner, you know, at a fucking sick angle, you know what I'm saying, being able to drift. Now, my tip for you would be downshifting before you hit the handbrake or the brakes to go into your drift. You could probably do what's called a shift lock if you're familiar with that style of drifting. It's basically where you downshift right before you go into the corner. It makes your car break traction, and you just throw it into the corner and drift. And I just fucked that guy up right there. He's probably a little pissed off, but I guess he'll get over it. If not, oh well. You know, this is, you know, pretty much all a learning experience for us, man. My car, what the fuck, man, just not breaking traction right there, man. Like, that's the thing, man. Like, you know, I want to be able to map my button layout the way I want it, man. Configured the way I want it. I'm used to running my shift up L1 and my shift down R1, you know, but the way they have it set up, I just cannot run it like that. Now, for the people who do watch me on YouTube, man, you know, and they're wondering, you know, what is Team Legacy? Team Legacy is basically just the group that you know, that we call ourselves, man, the people that I game with, you know, on the regular. And it's pretty much it started off as Drift Legacy back on the grid days, split second, stuff like that, man. One of my good buddies, Skyline GTR Forever, I think I got his PSN name right. He was actually one of the guys, man, who pushed me to improve my drifting skills on grid, you know, back in the day, man. Obviously, I'm not as good at drifting on Need for Speed as I was on grid, but on Forza, man, like Forza, you know, I play solely on PlayStation, man. You know, I don't have Xbox Live no more, but I do have an Xbox 360, and I play the hell out of Forza because that is one of my favorite racing games, man, especially to drift on. You know, man, I run all my races, man, with drift tuned cars on that game when I can, man. You know, if it's a, you know, a rear wheel drive car, you bet your ass I'm gonna be drifting it, or if it can be converted to rear wheel, I'm gonna be drifting it. But yeah, man, the manual transmission on here isn't too bad, man. I mean, it could use a little bit of work, a little bit of tweaking. You know, one of my friends pointed out, you know, that they needed a color indicator, man, for when you're supposed to shift up. You know, and I mean, I guess that'd be good, man. You know, like I would say when it starts flashing, that would be a good time to drift or, you know, to shift. But yeah, definitely pretty smooth there with the drifting, man. So I'm gonna take y'all to the garage, or we'll jump to a drag race actually, and hopefully, man, I'll be able to get all this in, and you know, my thoughts on this DLC or whatnot. But I'm not gonna change any settings on my car. I'm just gonna run straight into a drag race. Hopefully I'll be able to explain how this works, and you know, you'll be able to get a better understanding, man, you know, to like when, you know, what's a good burnout, or you know, good shifts or something like that, man. The burnout is kind of complicated. I wish they had set it up like Need for Speed Pro Street. That would have been a lot better and a lot simpler. Why the fuck am I still in fucking... Okay, so you want to come to a dead stop and just hold the L2 and the R2. My car is backing up. And yeah, I fucked that up. It's hard to do when your car is moving, but the better you do, the wider RPM range you'll get. And just try to keep it in that red right there. And as you can see, I failed that one, but ate that car up off the line, man. He had nothing for that fucking Skyline. I might build a Nissan GTR to drag race, man. I'm not sure yet, but that would be a pretty good car to build, but it's not gonna be a decent time. 18.89, not the worst, not the best, but hopefully. Okay, so the red bar that y'all seen when I was doing the burnout, basically if your car is at a standstill and you're spinning tires, it's two small dots, not the very end ones, but two small dots right before the very end. And when you, as soon as you see those flash, release, and you should in theory get a perfect burnout, and your RPM range will be a lot bigger, man, you know what I'm saying, for the start of the race. The better the burnout, the more RPM range you're gonna have, you know, to basically launch your car. So let's go into the hot rod, break that down, and basically show you what I like and what I don't like about the hot rods. As you can see, man, it's, I don't know, man, like, I like hot rods, but yeah, it's just, it's bland. It's bland. I mean, there's really not a lot you can do to it. You know, you can change the body kits. I'll show you the different body kits. The 1932 Ford Coupe, the chop version, the sedan chop roof, the regular sedan, the Ford pickup, and the Ford pickup chop roof. That's it. And you come down, you got your hoods, you know, your different hoods that you can put on the vehicle. Obviously, it's not letting me show you all the hoods because for some reason they're fucking restricted. But you got, you know, your different front bumpers are your front grills. I don't know why the fuck that says bumper. They got that wrong. You got some different headlights. Really not too much to be desired there. Then it says splitter, but that is in reality the bumper. For the wheels, highly disappointed in the lack of wheels they have. You know, there's a lot of classic wheels, which I guess are good, but it could be better. There's really nothing you can do with the side of the car, man. You know, it'd be nice, you know, to have like a, you know, like little side like panel thing that you could step on. You know, that like the wheel wells like coming out over the fucking wheels. I mean, I wish you could just rat ride these out. That'd be sick as fuck. Diffuser on the back, again, a bumper. You can change your license plate. There's no rear bumper parts available. The headlights or tail lights, there's really not too much in the way of those either. Can't do a trunk removal, cannot put a sound system in there. So like I said, just very limited customization. I'll show you all the different exhaust. I'm sorry for that. So we'll start at the beginning. Just the stock exhaust. You got your side pipes, straight pipes, Lakes style exhaust V2, Lake style exhaust V1, race style exhaust, side pipe exhaust, and that's pretty much all you can do to the hot rod. And then of course, you know, you can go to the, you know, wraps, man, and put whatever wrap you want to put on there. But to the creators of this game, okay, let me say this. Before y'all added hot rods into Need for Speed, y'all should have put more import cars in here, man. I keep going on and on about this, man. There's a lack of import cars, man. Like, you have your supercars in this fucking game, which I really don't understand, man. It's a street racing game. Keep it to imports only. You got the Honda Civic hatch. Where's the Honda Civic Coupe at? This, you know, or the Honda Accord, man. You know, it's a lot of cars, man, that are lacking from this game. The Lexus IS300, the Toyota Altiza, the Lexus SC300. I mean, I could go on, man, with cars that I would like to see. The Nissan 240SX. Yes, there's a 180, but it'd be nice to have a 240. This Skyline GTR R33. I mean, you have pretty much every other Skyline in here. Why not put that in here? The Mitsubishi Eclipse, the Eagle Talon. I mean, there's so many cars that y'all could put in this game before that I would have put in this game before I added hot rods. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like hot rods, you know, don't get me wrong, man, but that, I'm just saying, I would have put those in here first. I mean, while you're at it, go ahead and throw motorcycles in here. That'd be sweet. You know, be able to customize a fucking motorcycle, man, you know, like change the looks and appearance on that. That would be dope as fuck, because I believe, I mean, there are games you can do it on, you know, GTA, I mean, there's a fucking game called Ride, but Midnight Club had the best customization for bikes, cars, whatever. You know, that's just my opinion. But I mean, hell, add trucks in this game, man. Mini trucks, the Chevy S10, the Silverado, the Ford F-150, the Nissan Titan. I know there's some full-size trucks in there, but that would be sweet. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this Need for Speed video. If you did, drop the like button, man. Drop a comment on what you want to see next. I'll be playing The Division in a few days. I'll be uploading videos on that. But this is Drifter. Peace out.